everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. So today is just a little vlog. I'm just going to be chit-chatting and I think I'm going to talk about some furniture for my living room. So maybe about 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago I guess it was, my husband and I decided to go to Rooms to Go because we had been sitting here in our living room and I had this really long couch, it's 96 inches long, really super long, and then we had a really nice big comfy chair that we could actually both fit and sit in it with a nice big ottoman that we sat on. But most of the time I just sat on the couch, kind of like on a corner of the couch with my legs kind of upward, and then my laptop table with it's a sliding laptop table that I have here. Oops, I don't want to slide it too much because it just goes all over the place. But anyway, I had that. That's what I would just sit there and do my thing, edit my videos, and sometimes I even had dinner on this table. And then I just watch whatever on, because I basically just watch stuff on my laptop, whether it's YouTube or some Netflix or something. And then my husband sits on the other corner in that big chair. He's all comfy and he's got his feet up on the ottoman watching the TV. It occurred to me that sometimes I like to take a little nap and I don't want to have to go lie down in the bedroom. So I would kind of lie down on the couch kind of sideways, and it was kind of like a situation where I felt like I want a little recliner. I want a recliner, and but our couch is so big that even the chairs that were purchased along with it, and it had other things. It had a chaise lounge and all kinds of other stuff. Chaise lounge went into our bedroom. Another chair went into my son's room, and then we only had the couch out here and the big chair with the ottoman because we felt like everything just took up so much space. And even though the more I think about it, everything would have been nice if we'd have just configured our television and our faux fireplace in another wall, but we just didn't do that. So my husband likes the TV where it's at, and I hate to, because it's hanging on the wall right now, and for it to be moved from there, he'd have to pull it off. It's kind of heavy, it's a lot of work, and I don't want to put him through that. So I just accepted the way things were in the living room. Okay, that story out of the way. So I wanted a little recliner, and then he and I were talking about that, and he was like, yeah, it would be nice to have a little recliner as well. And then we thought about, our couch being so big, and when we do have anybody over, really and truly only like maybe 2 or 3 people sit on the couch for whatever reason, and then we only just have that other big chair and then another small chair that I sometimes bring out here. So then if we do have any more people, then I end up bringing all these other things out. I use the ottoman for them to sit on as well, and there's still only like 3 people sitting on the couch when 5 people could actually fit on it. So I tell them, you know what, that couch is a waste of space. It's 96 inches long. I would like something smaller, if not maybe a little love seat, maybe a couple of chairs that are comfortable for us to sit on. And so we decided that that's what we were going to do. So yeah, we went to Rooms to Go, and we actually found, I spotted the chair that I'm sitting on. I spotted it right away. I love the fabric, I love the look of it. I sat on it and I was looking at the price, trying to consider if I wanted to pay $249 for it, which maybe for some of you, wow, that's not a bad price at all, and some of us is probably, oh my god, I don't know if I want to pay $249 for one chair. But anyway, I was looking at it and I was thinking, yeah, this is pretty nice. And then I noticed on the tag it said recliner, and nowhere on there is there any evidence that it's a recliner. So I said, well, let me find out. And sure enough, it's a recliner. I like the way it reclines. It doesn't have the handles on the side, like when you pull up and you pull yourself, down for the recliner. But I feel like, this is okay. I was able to get out of, sit back up and lay back. It wasn't that hard. And my husband tried it out too, and he really liked it. So we were like, oh, should we get 2 of those? Yeah, let's get 2 of those. But our mission was really to find a small couch, because like I said, ours is 96 inches long and it was just too much, taking up too much space. Like I said, a waste of space basically. So we wanted something smaller. So I looked up, the average size of couches, the average was about 72 to 80 inches. And I was like, well, I want to kind of go towards the 72 inch. Maybe a love seat would be fine. And we walked around, and sure enough, we found a love seat. We loved it. We sat on it both. There was actually plenty of room for actually another person. And you all know I'm a big girl, so I'd take up some space. So I feel like any regular sized people would be perfectly comfortable sitting on the love seat. So we decided that we would take the love seat and 2 chairs. And where the love seat was, obviously it has a sofa and then another chair with an ottoman and some side tables, and it had a coffee table, and the coffee table was huge, big square, and the 2 side tables, and we were like, oh, I wish I could find something like that. Of course, I have these little side tables here, so I was trying to find something that would match them, so I just wanted to look for 1 coffee table, but we had already just decided, and we told the salesperson that we wanted the love seat and 2 of the chairs. So we asked him, you know, do you have anything with like metal and wood, kind of rustic looking? He walked us around, and we didn't really like anything, but we kept coming back to where the love seat was that we wanted, and we kept looking at that table, and I kept telling my husband, that's a huge table, that's going to take up pretty much all the space here in the middle of our living room. But we really liked it, you guys, and it had storage, it had some drawers, storage underneath, it could slide underneath of the actual table. It was big. I thought, oh my god, I can actually put a little runner on it, put some decorations on it, maybe we can even put some pillows on it and put our feet up on it. But really and truly, we don't need that, because of course we are going to have the recliners. So we ended up deciding that we wanted the tables, and, you know, the side tables and the coffee table actually. And so then I'm going to move these to my son's room, because he could use a couple of little tables there. Actually, even for one of them will be for a printer that we have in there with a computer, because I have these 2 little fold out little tables that we use for eating on, and one of them was being used for that. So I thought, oh, okay, well that'll really, you know, free up that little table. We can actually have the printer on an actual table, and we could put paper underneath here, because there's little shelves there for that. So it's going to turn out really good, and I'm really happy about it, you guys. But I just barely got the recliners. They're actually recliners, the same exact 2, and I'll show you the 2 recliners and a couple of throws that I bought for them. But we're still waiting on our love seat and the tables and the coffee table, and they're all going to arrive at the same time. But that's not going to be till October the 23rd, you guys. So I have a whole month to wait around for them. In the meantime, my husband and I actually gave our couch that we already had, and the chair and the ottoman. I was going to keep the ottoman, and I was going to sell the couch and the chair. So I was already going to get ready to take pictures of them and post them. But then my sister-in-law mentions that her daughter is Crystal, and I did a video with Crystal where I showed you how I did a little belly, when she was pregnant, a little flower garland thing to put around her belly. But anyway, so she's the one, she's moving, and she's with her boyfriend and the baby. They're all moving to an apartment, so they're going to need some furniture. So she's wanting to find some stuff, you know, that would be affordable, so I have to spend so much money right now. And I said, well, she can have my couch, and she can have the chair. And then I said, well, she can have the ottoman too, because, you know, that's my niece. I want to give her all the 3 pieces. And boom, I said, I just need you to come and get them right away, because I don't want them in my house, because I'm going to have something coming, and I want to clean here and clean the rug. And sure enough, they came and they got it within a week. They came to pick it up, and she's storing it away for now. I'm not sure when they're going to move it to their apartment, but she's already got all that stuff, so it's basically out of my way. And I'm not worried about whether I was going to sell it or not, because, you know, trying to sell sometimes furniture and stuff is so difficult to you know, get somebody to want to pay whatever. They want to just offer you so much less, and then you end up selling it for nothing. So anyway, there that goes, and it goes to my niece, and I love her, and her lovely young man, and my grand nephew. So I told her he can call me Granty, or I think I said Ganty or something like that, or Nanty or something, because I'm his nana, but I'm also his aunt, but I'm also his grandma, or grand aunt or something. I don't know. I went to go visit again and look at this, you know, I went to go see the baby and see my parents, and I was able to hold them for a little while. Well, actually for a really long while I got to hold them. They ate their meal while I was holding him, so I think that was a nice relief for them for a little moment. And he's just so cuddly. I love him. So his mommy and daddy can have nice place too, nice seating, because, you know, as a matter of fact, even before we did any of that, I decided to vacuum out the couch and the chair. So I pulled the cushions off, vacuumed inside of them, and then I got my little steam cleaner thing, and I was cleaning them out. So the couch and the chair and the ottoman were actually freshly cleaned. So that's how they got it, because like I said, I was planning on selling them, so I was cleaning them out, and they don't have any stains or anything wrong with them. They were perfectly fine. So all they needed was just a steam cleaning and a nice vacuuming. And I also did my area carpet down here, the rug that I have on my floor. I also we ended up renting out a steamer, a rug steamer, and we steamed the heck out of it. Then we took it outside to let it dry because I didn't want to leave it wet on my floor because I don't want it to ruin the floor, you know, just in case something would happen. But anyway, we did that. That's a little update on furniture. So I'll show you the chair and so forth, what it looks like. Also, I mentioned in a previous video, and I don't know if I mentioned it once or twice, I think it twice, about an update on the kittens. But I still get questions even though I answered it on the video. I still get asked, how are the kittens? You know, but I don't have them anymore, you guys. The first kitten got adopted off right away. She's a little female. She was still being bottle fed at the time, but the person that took her was my husband's work. Actually, he's known her. She's the secretary there, and she was very kind to. She said she wanted bottle feed it, so we sent her off with a little bottle and her formula and stuff for her to get started on. She went and bought everything really to prepare before she even actually picked up the kitten. So we knew she was happy, and she sent us a couple of pictures updates showing us that the kitten's fine and everything's, you know, perfectly good. So she knew that we had the other two, which were males, and but we had posted it on a pet page on Facebook, you know, that we're looking for someone to adopt them. We preferred somebody to take both of them, but you know, obviously, you know, sometimes people don't want two cats. So we had one girl say she wanted both of them, and then we had a couple of other people that each wanted one of them. It didn't matter which. They just wanted one of them. But we told them, well, we already got her, and she said she was going to pick them up. So, but if she doesn't, we'll let you know. So we waited like a week before the time, and then we're waiting like, well, why hasn't she contacted us? So we contacted her, and she said, oh no, sorry, I'm not going to be able to take them. And I just feel like, look, guys, if you ever tell somebody I'm going to do something, or I'm going to, you know, that you're going to do something, and they're waiting on you to do it, or they're expecting you to do it for whatever reason, and if you can't do it, the nicest thing is just to let them know, hey, it's not going to be able to happen. And you know, because what could have happened is we could have just told the other people, you know, the kids are available. And so even after that, we did contact them, and by then they had already adopted some other kittens. So because it's, you know, I feel like, you know, these are lives, you know, especially because these are little lives. This is not a come pick up a chair, you're gonna buy it, and then you don't show up to buy it, and you don't bother, you just ghost the people and they worry about their chair. This is little lives, little creatures that, you know, need love, and they need a home and need attention. That, you know, it was overwhelming for me to do. So it was very hard for me to just anybody to take them. I really wanted somebody that was really going to do this, and she just seemed like she was going to do it, but that didn't happen. But then the girl that works with my husband at his office, he mentions that, oh well, you know, I'm gonna try again putting them on, you know, and she's like, oh, you still have them, and so forth. And so she said she knew somebody, and the same person, I guess, from some time ago, but we had already said that we got somebody for them. But that person said they'll take both of them. So she turned out to be a veterinarian. So she took the kittens. So I knew that this was going to happen. I knew like on a Tuesday, that on a Saturday morning, early morning, that was going to happen. So I had done my craft video, but then I wanted to do, you know, I normally do 2 videos every week. And so my second video, I was going to do this particular vlog where I was going to talk about furniture. But I was very sad. I got very depressed, you guys. Actually, I'd been kind of like crying because I knew they were going to be gone, and I was trying to like not be so touchy with them anymore, because, you know, I felt like, oh, they're going to go from so much love to maybe not. I don't know. I was scared. All these thoughts running through my head, and so I told my husband that night, I know they're going to leave very early in the morning, just take them, you know. So the night before I was cuddling them a little bit because, you know, I wanted to say goodbye. But they slept with me the whole time, and usually they come over and they cuddle up with me, and then they take off and they go under the bed or whatever. But the whole time they were there with me for the longest time. It's almost like they knew. I don't know. I was crying and stuff. Maybe they sensed that. And it's been difficult, so I didn't do a video. I'm not saying this so you guys can feel sorry for me or whatever. That's just what happened, you guys. And so I didn't do a video. I just wasn't up to it. I didn't feel like it. So you guys got a video for Tuesday anyway. So this is my other video. And why am I doing this rather than doing a food video? Well, you guys, many of you know that I'm on a diet, or I've changed my eating habits, I should say, and I'm on keto. And I just feel like sometimes I don't want to really post, and I had said this from the very beginning when I was first starting this particular diet, that I didn't want to be that keto person that was showing you how to cook keto. I don't want to be responsible for that, because I didn't know how I was going to do, or how long I was going to keep up with it, or if I was going to, you know, succeed or fail or what, I don't know. So I don't want to push that on anybody. I don't want to, I'll be more than happy to share what I eat, but I don't want to say, oh, this is keto, this is so many carbs and so forth, because I don't even keep track of that, you guys, okay? I just look at things, and I'm like looking, when I purchase things, I do look at the carb content, and I make sure that it really is, you know, low or no carbs at all. When I purchase foods and things like that, or especially when like they're already prepared items. Let me stop the video and start it over again, you guys. So I'm getting a little warning from my camera. Okay, so I'm not really sure where it cut off. I think my battery is just not as good anymore. I need to either get a new battery, maybe I'm gonna have to get a new camera, I don't know. It's very expensive, so it's not something that I can just run out and get. And you know, YouTube is not exactly, you know, paying people, or at least not me, enough to go, oh, let me go out and buy me a new camera. So I'm just going to deal with what I have. So I don't know why it turned off on me, but I was talking about, you know, like I do look at the carb contents of foods, especially pre-prepared items that I purchase, and I do look at that, and I do know that my carb for the day would be like about 35 grams. So I do kind of pay attention to that, but I'm not like, you know, like strict about it. I'm not like super conscious about it. I don't keep track of it. I don't do any of that. I do know that I'm losing weight, and it's slowly losing weight. I've lost 55 pounds. Now, that has been within, look, 9 months. We're already in the 9th month, yes. It's been within 9 months, so if you consider that, that's pretty darn good. Now, in the beginning, I started losing more, faster, and now I'm at about losing a pound a week, or a little bit more than a week. Sometimes I stay, you know, and sometimes I go up a little bit, but then boom, it all comes down, and it adjusts somehow. But it's kind of slow, kind of plateauing a little bit. So I'm sticking to it. I'm being a good girl. The only time really that I ever cheat is on a weekend, maybe if I want to have like a Mexican plate, or you know, some Mexican food like enchiladas. Not necessarily Mexican food, because a lot of Mexican food is pretty much keto, unless you're having rice and beans. But if you have some vegetables, or some like calabacita, which is some squash with pork or chicken, or then that is keto. Well, at least you know, it falls within the, you know, the acceptance of being keto. But anyway, I'm not even going to go too much detail about that, because what I'm trying to say is that I'm not doing food videos that much, because I don't want to be that keto cook person. Okay, I need to know that I'm going to succeed at this and be able to reach a goal, and then be healthy and sustain that for more than a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Otherwise, I don't feel like I'm a good spokesperson for that. So since I'm cooking keto, I feel like, I don't know if that's even interesting to anybody, and because I don't want to label it keto, I don't know what to do, you guys. And I'm being a little bit redundant right now with everything that I cook. At the beginning, I was looking up so many recipes, looking so many different ways to cook, but I've gotten into this little funk of cooking the same thing over and over again. So I don't really have anything new to share, except for the little mini keto donuts. That's the only thing that I did share, and I shared the nutritional facts on that. But otherwise, you guys, I don't feel like I'm a good representation to talk about that. I don't mind sharing, you know, that I am doing that, and I'm slowly losing weight and so forth. And if I do recommend it, if you guys want to try it, I do recommend it. You know, I used to be somebody who had to have bread. I had to have bread, not necessarily pastas, but just bread. I love bread. And I thought, this is going to be so difficult for me. I'm not going to be able to do it. But you guys, I have gotten used to it. And I make myself my little keto biscuits, my little keto, you know, flatbreads and such. And yeah, once in a while I think about like, oh, it would be nice to have some bread, but I don't have it. The only thing I do have is if I order enchiladas, which have 2 corn tortillas, which is usually 2 enchiladas. And 2 corn tortillas are much lower in carb than a flour tortilla, or a piece of you know, like a bun on a hamburger or something like that. And I do have burgers. I just leave off the bun, you guys. I go and I order myself a burger somewhere if we happen to be around somewhere, and you know, we just need to eat. We gotta get something. I do have that. I just take the bread off. As a matter of fact, even my husband's doing that. Like, he's taking off the top bun and just eating the bottom one. So that works out really good for us. Now, the only time that I just said the heck with keto is we went to San Antonio to visit our son and daughter-in-law and my grandson. So I wasn't gonna worry about it. I said, I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna eat whatever there is to eat or wherever we go pick up from, because we weren't going into restaurants, you know, COVID and all that. So, but yeah. So I, like I said, I'm not strict, but yet I am. I don't know how to put it. I feel like, you know what, I have a pretty good. What is the word that I'm looking for? You guys will probably know what it is. When you can control yourself. What is willpower? I guess I have really good willpower, but I think it's mainly because, you know, the food is actually pretty darn good. You're eating regular food. You're just not having breads or pastas, you know, rice and things like that. You're just not having those things. But if you're in a moment where, you know, I want to have that. Like, we were at this past weekend, we actually stopped at Panda Express, and they have rice and noodles, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and have the rice. I just don't have to eat the whole thing. Just a little bit, just to get that out of my, you know, system. I had it, but they actually had another side, which is some they called it super greens, which is broccoli, and I don't know if it was kale or it's probably kale, and cauliflower in there, and I forgot what else was in there, but it was delicious. Oh, it had some bell peppers, I think, or some onions or something. It was delicious, you guys. If you're at Panda Express, that's actually really good. So anyway, and in the pastas, I make spaghetti squash, so that takes care of that little spaghetti want, you know, the need. And I just cut down on tomato sauce, you know, or I buy one that has no sugar in it to also lower the carb content. But that's my talk on that. So that's my excuse for not doing any food videos last week or not doing one this week. So that's where I'm at, you guys. So I'll show you my little chairs, okay? All right, everyone, this is the corner that my husband has his chair on right now. So it's a really cute little recliner. It's very comfortable. And this is not going to stay the way it looks right now in the corner, because right over here is where the love seat's going to go. And the tables, the side tables that we bought, are going to go on each side of the love seat. And that'll take up a lot of room here. So these are actually going to move a little bit more this way, and like I said, those tables are going to be gone there. That back there is going to be gone. We just have the router and the whatever thing on top of that for now, for our internet right there for now. So once we get our, oops, that's my dog, sorry. Once we get our side tables, those will go on there. And here's mine. So this is my side. And look, there's my foot massager, you guys. I got that for Christmas. I love it. And there's my dog. She's already finding herself a nice comfortable spot there. So here on my recliners, I've got this lovely throw here, and I've got another one over here. And I'm moving the camera around on the tripod, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, it also helps to keep it steady. What do you think? Okay, so I got these two. Now, they had two of the same of this one, and I really liked it, and I was going to grab those, but then I saw this one, and I really, really like this one a lot more, but they only had one, and I really wanted that, so I said, you know what, instead of getting two that are the same, I'm just going to get one of each. So instead of being like all matchy-matchy, they're just coordinating, so they look really nice. And then I've got this candle that I also got, which has nothing to do with the furniture, but I love it. So it says gather on it, on there, and it smells good. It is a warm apple pie, and I think it still has a price tag. Yeah, look, I paid $6.99 for it. I think, where did I get this? I don't know if it was at Burlington or At Home or Marshall's or where was I? I don't recall, you guys. Does the tag say? Why, no, it does not. But anyway, it was either Marshall's, Burlington, or At Home store, or maybe it was Home Depot. That what is it called? Gosh, there's another store. Home Goods. It might have been even there that I got it, but I love it. It smells yummy. Oh, you know what? Now I'm remembering now. It was Burlington. Yep, that's where I got it, at Burlington. So I got that nice little candle there next to me. But those are my chairs, you guys. What do you think? They are so comfy. They don't have any handles here to push back the recliner yet. But they're still easy to get into and out of. Thankfully, you know, we're able to do that. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you noticed here, the trimming here ends right there. See this flooring that we put down? We had some pieces left over, so my husband ended up cutting these trim pieces, and we decided that we really like that as the trim rather than the trim that was on there before. So he had removed the other one and he's adding this, so that's why you don't see any there, probably back there, and you don't see any trim back there. I mean, I don't know, there's people that notice those things, you guys, including me. So I just thought I'd tell you. But look, it's over here. You can see that it is done. Oops, sorry. You can see that. Oh no, maybe you can't, but it's done there, and it's all the way to the corner done. So he just needs to finish up, you know, around that way, but behind me it's all done. Anyway, so there we go. What do you think? I think they look fantastic. All right, everybody, this is my little vlog. I don't think I have very much more to tell you. I talked a lot. You listened a lot, so thank you very much for taking your time to spend a little moment with me, and I hope you forgive me for not having a food video. All right, everyone, I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up, so please give me a big old thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. Just hit that red subscription button, and then you'll see a little bell, so go ahead and hit that. That is your notifications to let you know when I upload a video, which is twice a week. So please also share on your social medias, and you know, be nice, be kind to each other, respect each other, share the love, you guys. Especially be kind at this time. So yeah, love you all. Thank you so much, and as always, enjoy.